I was in a car yesterday. And I was in an Uber drive, or no, it was maybe Friday. I had an Uber ride, and the thermometer in the car said 98. So
perhaps we're just going to buy the car t-shirt.
I know, as much as we can trust those. Are you guys in here next?
Oh well, he is.
Yeah, I'm in here next for another panel.
You can start getting ready around us.
Yeah, take your time, no worries.
The remnants.
What time are you getting out here, Race?
I think we are going to be on our way to the airport around 4.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna miss closing then?
We're going to miss closing. I work on Mondays. So
that sucks.
Race, I just wanted to say thank you so much again for attending Match Game last night.
That was a lot.
It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having us. Feel free to hit us up in the future, like you did. I'll try to not make you wait until the convention to get back to you.
No, don't worry about it, Race. It was a lot of fun working with you and Saber for the very first time. That meant a lot to me.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and for both of you putting up what we put you through.
Yeah.
If anything, you made the panel If anything, you made the panel better last night.
Well, thanks. No, we have a lot of fun with stuff like that, you know, and yeah, we were. I think it was when we were in your panel. We were like, yeah, because we don't often do a lot of 18+ panels like that we run.
Except when you did with Step 2 Harmony that one time at Babs, and then
right, like
and at Cider Fest.
And at Cider
That's
Fest.
technically 18+.
right,
Yeah.
but like not the ones that we run.
right.
Like, that we've been part of.
Right.
And we're like, maybe we should sneak into this market too.
Oh, what panel is this?
This is convention
Story
time.
time.
Other Luck Rock.
Hi, other Luck Rock.
Hi, other Taylor. Wait, here's Taylor.
I'm not Taylor. That's Taylor.
Will the real Taylor please stand up?
Vaughn, come split a mic with me since we're the same person.
No, you're.
Yeah.
So wait a minute,
Oh,
are
you
you?
can split a mic with me. It's
Is
fine.
she finally on time for a panel for the first time?
Shockingly enough.
I mean, no, it's 1:31. He is not, in fact, on time for a panel.
It's not that Bill. He's gone. He's dead.
I'm dead.
Damn.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Get something.
Wow,
I said good day!
experience. I don't know what just happened, but it was like a religious experience. I'm here for it. Oh, hi, it's Dewey.
It's a Dewey.
Wow, you look so energetic and excited to be here.
Body is failing me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a problem.
It is.
Go to chair.
Here you go.
Exactly.
You can talk to people.
Your body is failing you, but why are you failing us?
Yeah, why are you failing us? You're late.
That's okay. You probably.
I just told you why.
So, for anyone who got to come see Dewey and I perform as Loudsdale at the concert on Friday, we had this special section planned where I have a song called Crowd Pleaser that's about Trixie. And traditionally, I always started off by putting like a Trixie hat on and saying, "It is I, the great and powerful Trixie."
And it has like this big, like I hit a certain guitar chord where it has like a big swell, like a bro, which gives it like that extra lift.
Yeah, so at Sequestria Fest 2 weeks ago, Koa, who is the musicians manager, concert lead here.
Thank you, Koa.
And also just like an insanely talented musician. She let me start her set by performing part of one of her biggest songs as like a little psych out kind of funny gag. And so to make it even, I let her do that with the Crowd Pleaser song so that she could, like, I was gonna make it look like I was starting the song and then she came up and grabbed the hat and she does the intro. And so Thursday night we were practicing this, and it's a pretty easy thing to do where it's just grab the hat, say the line, right? And so Dewey hits the chord and swells it. I hold out the hat. You wanna say what happens next?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, okay, so
Here, let me hold that. We'll
no, I
recreate.
got the mic. So like,
Reenact it.
yes,
I'm
I'm
front row. Splash
I'm
is
gonna
on.
hold it.
yeah.
Romies are going to be doing physical.
Give me that sweet G5 chord.
It is I. In perfect rhythm. Drops that, smashes to the ground. I almost dropped my guitar because I'm laughing so hard. But yeah, just, it is I.
She didn't even say the, it was just good.
All that reminds me of is when Travis Scott fell off the stage in London.
Yeah.
All with his
Auto-tuned fall. Yeah.
Has anyone here gotten an autograph from AJ Bridell this weekend?
I got a photo.
Is she not like the sweetest lady?
Yeah.
She's fantastic. She really is.
I wonder if I should share this. I have some backstage knowledge. And you know, you guys came to this panel. I'll let you behind the scenes a little bit. So this was her first con as a special guest ever, right?
Yeah.
And like we learned from the Q&A on Friday that like she was a big fan of Friendship is Magic.
Really?
Yeah, because as a voice actress, like she wouldn't necessarily know some of the roles she was trying out for, but she could kind of take some context clues. And so at a certain point, like she got into Friendship is Magic knowing that there was like a big market there and hoping like, you know, maybe if I know some more about it, it might help. And so like when she landed Pip, that's such a big deal to her. And so for opening ceremonies, I was standing backstage and she was so nervous. Like she had no idea what to expect. That she was actually like kind of shaking a little bit. Like she was so nervous, like not knowing. And I was like, oh, she's gonna love this. And so like I was just been so excited to like see her this weekend. And then like she goes on panels and she's so funny and she's so charming and like I'm so glad we got her here.
She's been fantastic. I can speak to that too because you had me on asking questions for the first half of the guest of honor Q&A, and then I ran to be on another one of the 20 panels I'm on this weekend. That's the thing. I have staffers now asking. What was it? I think Vivid. Vivid was another one of our great staffers and community guests here at Whinny this weekend. He asked me last night when we were hanging out. He's like, "You did great at the guest of honor Q&A." He's like, "Why did you run off after the first half of the panel?" And I'm like, "I had to be in another one." It was Brink's panel actually, where we came down here and we were making baked bads. It was baked bads. It was great, which was a great panel. That was a fantastic panel. You should go to that next time it's at a convention. That's going to be a lot of what I'm talking about, I guess, is panels. I could specifically talk about how TrotCon last year was great. It was a fun one. I was on 19 panels in that weekend. Word for the wise, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
Then why do you do it?
Because I'm insane, but I'm not doing it anymore because otherwise my partner will kill me.
Do what he says, not what he does.
I'll only do 12 this weekend. That's my limit now. I'm gonna break that in the next con, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're one to talk. You're on 11 or 12 this weekend with me.
Pretty much.
Exactly. But I guess the reason I do it is just because, especially with TrotCon with 19, is just you feel that FOMO, that fear of missing out, and there's also the friends that you get to have that fun with. And when you get someone pitching you...
Sorry, in my ADHD brain, you're like, there's the FOMO and then like the friends, and my brain just went, maybe the real FOMO was the friends we made.
That was also my thought, so thank you.
We're all sharing a brain cell up here, you know, an ADHD brain cell. But yeah,
bouncing so fast.
It's I love doing, and even when someone, if it's not like a close personal friend, if it's just a creator I know and look up to, and we're also community guests, they'll come to me and they'll go, "Hey, I've got this panel idea," and they pitch it to me, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that sounds great. I can't miss that. I need to be on that stage for it." And then that's how I end up not having any breaks in a convention weekend except one. And the one break I had in TrotCon 2022 last year, we watched a Neil Breen movie, one of the worst filmmakers ever made. So that was my one break. Other than that, charity auction, guest of honor stuff, riff ponies, drink ponies, all that. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I just need to do less of them. But it's a blast. I love being on the stage with everyone here. So That's what I do. I run panels and I jump on panels and I yell into a microphone, just like I am now. I guess if I have any guest of honor story to relate to yours, I remember. Do you all remember the BronyCon fire 2012?
I had to say which one.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What do you mean, which one? I know the one.
Yeah, the one at the Meadowlands, back when the convention center was only a 15-minute drive from where I lived, and then they moved it to Baltimore. A little bit longer of a drive, 4 hours, but I remember I was waiting in line to meet Andrea Libman, because that was a really stacked, guest of honor roster. And I remember I get to the front, and I'm talking to Andrea, talking to the Pinkie Pie, and for me, back in the day, I was much younger. I was a bit more ecstatic about it, and I was talking to her, and we start hearing Peter New shouting something over the mic across the large curtain in there, and as we're getting done talking, and we're saying goodbyes, all that, Andrea goes to me, she gives a little, and she goes, "Do you smell smoke?"
Oh no.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Anyway, it was nice meeting you." I walk away, and the instant I walk away from there, they're like, "You need to get out. Everyone's evacuating." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "There's a fire. Get out." I'm like, "Oh." And that's how we waited outside for an hour. Some guy dressed as the mysterious ne'er-do-well showed up at the roof at one point. That was pretty cool. There was a big fire, a bunch of fire trucks. We all yelled at them. And later, a few weeks later, I had a classmate in my high school. She goes, "Hey." I'm like, "Hi." She goes, "My dad is on the fire department in Secaucus." And she goes, "Was there a fire at a My Little Pony convention that you were at?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there was." So there's that. I met Andrea Libman while a building was on fire. It's a light fixture.
How about that?
Did a light fixture just melt?
Yes.
Other fandom historians could confirm or deny for me, but I think what happened was at the rave the night before.
A glow stick.
Brony
A glow
was in.
stick. The glow stick got
Yeah.
thrown up into the light
They
fixture.
moved around a light fixture, and they turned it on the next day.
And it started burning.
Yeah, and it just melted it, and it was just molten plastic raining from the ceiling.
That's not good.
Hey, just brony things,
Tough.
Me.
Tough. I genuinely appreciate that you are so polite that your response to, "Hey, do you smell smoke?" was, "Yeah. Anyway, it was good to meet you." Bye."
Those are priorities right there. You know what's? I have a story to go off of that. I made a song with a really talented musician where he sent me this thing, and he's like, "I need lyrics," and I asked him, "What do you want? What do you have an idea of what the song's about?" He's like, "I was thinking Applejack wants to set stuff on fire, but she's not really good at it." And that was how the song M.A. Arson was born.
Oh.
I played it at my first ever pony gig at TrotCon 2017. And the day after that set, I believe was the time that someone thought they could microwave Pop-Tarts with the aluminum stuff.
Oh no!
Which set off the fire alarm on Saturday morning. But then, the next year at BronyCon, I played that song on the Renegade stage.
Oh no.
And the next day, I get a text from one of my roommates. He goes, "You're never playing that song again." And I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "I'm at the hotel right now. The fire alarm went off."
Which hotel was it?
The Marriott.
Oh.
It followed you.
It followed me. It became the cursed song.
It's a bad omen.
Yes.
I played it at Van Hoover this year. Day one, I was sitting in the restaurant at the hotel, watched a fire truck pull up.
It's a bad omen.
It followed you to Canada.
It followed me.
But it was a lot nicer this time.
It was
more
polite. There
considerate.
wasn't an alarm, at least as far as I know.
Exactly.
That make Applejack really good at setting fires?
That's a good question.
This song is called "A Brony Convention on Fire."
That is a song.
Sorry.
That is a song.
Start
Jeff
the
Burgess made a song called
It
The
was
Town's on
always
Fire.
burning since the world's been turning.
And actually, there's one thing. Were you here when the bomb threat
Oh
happened?
I was not
God.
here that year. I only hear
Yeah,
about
I
it.
wasn't either, but I remember the story.
Ugh.
I was there. I was here.
I was here.
You know what's funny? It's not my story, but I love seeing a clip of it. You know the famous Secaucus fire?
Yes.
There is a clip of a couple of musicians outside that convention center while everyone's firing out, playing September.
Yeah.
Like, I still remember.
What happened in September?
Apparently, some people didn't. Some people got offended by that.
Oh no.
You can't make a song about the world ending while the fire alarm's going off.
Picture this, Everfree Northwest 2021. So we were all attending the Black Griffin concert, and
Oh, I know where this is going.
you know this story pretty well. So the set was going, and then all of a sudden the house lights come on, and the fire alarms are going.
Wait, it was Scott. It was actually Scott who actually.
Why are all of your stories about things being on fire?
Right. It was actually Scott right after I think it was Quest. I think they played Quest, and Scott came on the mic and said, "Yeah, by the way, the fire alarms are going off. Everyone needs to get out of the building."
So yeah, we did. We evacuated the building. We somehow calmly went out, and we didn't run out like screaming banshees and whatnot.
Yeah, don't
Once
do
you've
that.
been to enough brony conventions, you just fire alarm. All right, let's.
All right, this routine again. Yeah.
So we
The
were.
vice chair just popped in to be like, "Yep, can confirm."
So we all go outside, and we're all huddling around trying to figure out what in the world is going on here. So Redcard and I were leaning back against this really expensive Porsche
SUV.
And Dusty Cat comes along and says, "Hey, you two,
He is shouting at us,
really
"Get off the
shouting.
Porsche!"
get off the damn Porsche."
Okay, geez, but there's like no room to move
Like,
at all.
Dusty, I didn't put fingerprints on the darn thing. I think we're going to be fine here. So we're all just sitting outside pondering what's going on. And then this guy on a freaking Segway, like Paul Blart,
Paul Blart.
runs through and is just like telling people to get out of the way when we're all standing outside, not even blocking his way, and we're just all cheering him, just like, "Go, Paul Blart!"
As if he is Paul Blart, yeah.
So then we found out later that the alarm was tripped because someone was messing around in the freezer of the
No. Like they were doing renovations in 13 Coins, the restaurant, which is attached to.
They were like doing something with the wall. They were gonna like remodel it.
And someone was like jackhammering into.
Yeah, they were drilling into the wall.
And behind that wall was the fire suppression system. It was a pipe. That burst and that depressurized, and that's what triggered the alarms.
The alarm.
And the 13 Coins jokes just keep on coming since.
And did we
Take
mention
it,
that
he got fired for that.
Yeah, we were just like, it wasn't even our fault this time.
No,
Really?
Yep, exactly. Typical brony behavior.
that was on high, not us this time.
You know what's funny is when that Everfree happened.
And mind you, it was the first one back from COVID, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Seattle was under like a heat advisory.
It was very high.
Yeah.
Because it was like 90 degrees there, and like that's a big deal in Seattle because they're in like kind of a climate where it really shouldn't get that hot.
Right.
I'm from the Midwest, and a lot of the volunteers were too. So in like the staff channels, they told us like, hey, there's a heat advisory. I know for a lot of you it's not that hot. Please don't mention that. Don't act like
Wow.
just know there's a heat advisory. It's fine. Because when that went off, it was like nighttime, so the sun had set, and it was just. I remember being very lovely outside.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
nice outside.
nothing I can do. I'm just gonna grab a seat and watch the fire.
There was non-existent, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sorry to cut the convention stories thing short, but I have to get to the charity auction because I'm helping out with that.
Oh, they had that?
See, the charity auction, we're getting a little bit of a late start, but looks like we're about to start shortly.
Okay, wow, what a weekend, right? Y'all have fun? You want to do this again? Yeah! Well, too bad. Never mind. I'm kidding. I'm doing these until I die, whether I like it or not.
Okay, well, hold on a second, because at some
point we have to retire, right?
How did you think that was going to go?
What? Wait, what? What was that?
Something about a funeral or something?
Oh, God. No! Red card.
Yeah.
Red card. All right, here. That's the best I can do as an umpire.
I did say that. It was probably a mistake to say that. Well, I've always said that, like, about Cider Fest specifically, I would keep running Cider Fest until it was a group of 5 people meeting up at the local Denny's. I mean, I will regret that statement at some point in my life, I'm sure. But, no, this has been an awesome weekend. Like, from our perspective, like, things have just run so smoothly, and that is to thank for that is every single person. Attendees have been awesome. The volunteers have been awesome. The vendors, just like the guests, the musicians, every single group of people that help put this convention together is how good it was is because of what you all put into it. So just really honestly, give every single one of you, give yourself and each other a round of applause. Yeah, it's weird to have this be ending on time. I don't know why, for some reason that's actually throwing me.
I know. I'm like, what's going on? What time is it? Where are we?
Do we have, since we have the time, do we have any community guests or musicians that would actually like to come up and say something? We can have time for a couple people to say something. If you do, go ahead and swing in.
Anyone else for community guests? Come on.
We'll have the actual final charity number. We'll post that later on social media once we've tallied up all of the individual flag donations and all that stuff. But the fact that we beat our record here at this convention is just mind blowing. And that money went to a place that's going to do a lot of good and help a lot of people. So you should all be really proud of yourselves. So thank you so much for doing that.
I can't see.
So last year, we had 582 attendees as our first event back from the shutdown and everything. And honestly, that number was pretty much what we were expecting. And so that it was fine. This year, all I wanted was for that number to go up, and it did. So this year, our preliminary total, as the current information I have, 611 attendees. I will take that happily. So thank you very much. Especially with I know with the short nature of like a lot of the announcements that came, I was particularly worried about that affecting attendance, and the fact that sponsor badges basically, especially the higher tiers, sold out before we had announced a thing. The faith that you all, especially the sponsors, put in these events, just blindly, just based on past experience, just means really a lot to us. And so just thank you. If you're a sponsor, can you please just stand up real quick?
Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
Sponsors.
So I've got a few people up here that want to say a few things. So let's start with Volrath. How you doing? How was your weekend?
That was great.
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
We got to close out day one with my panel at 11:30 at night on Friday night. So that was awesome. Had a great little crowd for that. So also had a lot of fun with it. If you came to the Crack That Shit panel, that was insane, and it was so much fun. So thank you guys for having me on that. So.
Love you too, Volrath.
Yeah.
It's with as long as these cons have been around, it's really great to have first-time community guests for us. And so thank you for joining us for the first time.
Thank you.
And then we've got Bolt.
My convention was fantastic. Thank you to everyone who came out to my set at the gala. That was such a fun time. And also thank you to everyone who.
I'm sorry, you mean the luau?
The luau.
Fair. Yeah, but also thank you to everyone who came out to that set and all the other sets and are watching right now online. I don't know if you guys noticed. I hope you did. We have a Ponytown server.
Hi, Ponytown.
Hi, Ponytown.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Is your mom really in Ponytown?
That one right there.
Sure, yeah. That's my mom.
Yeah, that's it right there.
No, that one.
I don't recommend doing that.
Hey, can I
No
make a-
jumping.
Can I make a request to the Ponytown people? I don't know how this works, but last night I was checking on the Ponytown server, and literally a million rabbits just all of a sudden came through the server. I didn't know that was a thing. If that's
There's a bunch up there.
There's a bunch
no,
over there.
it was literally like a million rabbits.
Ponytown Mom, if you're listening, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Everyone's jumping.
Builders who helped with that.
It's a bunny invasion.
It's a bunny apocalypse.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. What is happening? They're in my main. Charlie's best country.
Agreed.
That's amazing.
Someone's surrounded by them too. I don't know.
Help. Someone saying help.
Sacrifice to the bunny.
Yippee. Charlie, why have you forsaken me?
I want to really thank Amelia Pie, Broken Skies, Cloudburst, Data, GTX, Sacred Knight, Yashi Twilight, and Delphix, who's actually right back there in the audience. All weekend long during the time. Thank you all so much.
Why are you all...
Sacrifice.
Cool.
If I write your name, I'm so sorry, but thank you to everyone who made that possible in the last 2 weeks before the convention. Without you, it would not look as cool as it does.
Avy, is it possible to actually zoom out to get a little bit more of the map on the screen just for a second so y'all can see in case you haven't peeked in? It's a really cool map, yeah.
They're all saying sacrifice.
Like, no, it's not that kind of convention.
Sacrifice.
Listen, Agent of Chaos.
That's me.
That is Brink. It's Brink.
It's great.
Look at that. Look at that.
And now we're small.
We have a runway too. I don't know if you guys want to see it.
Nice.
What's the runway for?
So you've got an airport, you've got a rainbow dance floor, and you've got deep dish like made out of flowers. That's amazing. That's cool.
That's cool.
This is very well done.
I'm so proud of you.
Hey!
That's the quietest I've ever seen O'Hare.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can go into the airport. There's like a bar. No, it's airport. Gate 1, gate 2.
There's security right there.
This is so much more detailed than it ever needed to be, and that's amazing.
That security's just as
There's people on a plane waiting to take off.
Oh my God, it is a plane. The guy, that is a plane.
Ponies, the cons.
No, come back here. Come back.
Okay, anyways, let's rate it in. Okay.
We're just playing a video.
I think they deserve to show off.
This is entertaining right here.
This is worth giving a moment to.
Yes.
Sports ball.
You can go in and places.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
The service
Library, that's so fucking cool.
I love Ponytown. Who has a Ponytown account? Yeah. That's so cool.
Remember when we were talking about you, Brink?
And the fact that the mascots, you can be the mascot in here too.
That's so
Look,
cool.
there's a dead skull. There's like a skull in there.
Where are they?
Under the sea.
That's so cool. The Chicago flag.
Oh, yes, there's a Chicago flag, yeah.
You can go out to eat this. It's so
Mine?
What?
Mine? Oh my God. What the heck?
That's amazing.
That is wild.
So we'll keep the tour going, but just to keep this going too, Brink, how was your con?
My con great. I don't think I've ever been on or run as much content as I have this weekend.
Do you have regrets?
Not a single one.
Good.
Wait, maybe one. Someone let my partner drink Malort. That's my one regret from the weekend.
Yeah, that's fair. It wasn't me, I can tell you that much.
It was not.
But yeah, thank you so much for contributing your content to the panel, even though it was about the Cats movie. That's
Wait, who came out to my Cats panel? Thanks, all like 5 of you. Who's gonna watch Cats after my panel?
I'm gonna watch you.
We'll see.
All 5 of you, great. This is the best. Who came to the Equestrian Bake Off? And who had a great time watching them create chaos? All 10 of you, great. It was a good time. But thank you. I'm very grateful that I got to be here and be a community guest. And thank you for having me, Charlie. And thank you all for having me.
Thank you for being awesome.
Thanks.
And then we have one half of Rip Ponies, the one, the only, the Thoth.
The Thoth. That's the
Thoth.
That's because Mr. Penswell is my father's name. No, yes, you get. This was a great weekend. Brink said so much of it already. Thank you for coming out to all the programming, Rip Ponies or not. Thank you for letting me help moderate the Guest of Honor Q&A. You were all fantastic there. The guests were great. The AV staff was great.
Look all the bunnies.
This is a great reaction channel we're forming right now. But all the programming was great. Thank you for coming out to it, Riff Ponies or not. It was Drink Ponies, Next Top Artist, my movie panel last night, which, how many of you came to that? Okay, all 10 of you. Okay, thank you. We'll see if we do it again. Sorry I showed up late for that. It was a fun time though. Thank you for supporting it. Got to help with Quiplash today. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
What is happening?
Going deeper, Leo.
It's an infinity pool.
Oh my God! What the heck?
It's like Casino Spaceballs here.
Oh my God!
Or possibly a mirror pool, depending how you look at it.
No, this is literally Spaceballs.
It's been such a fun weekend. I got to spend it with all my excellent friends. That reminds me, Nevalin couldn't make it here, but he's one of my closest friends in this community. Another community guest here, and he wanted me to tell you all that he said Nevalin. I have to say. Yes, thank you, Nevi. Thank you, Nevi.
So profound.
Yes.
So
he's a man of many words. But thank you so much for supporting what we get to do, my friends. I wouldn't be doing all the weird stuff that we do every con weekend without him. Thank you, Charlie and Luck Rock and everyone behind Whinny City, Cider Fest, Worthwhile Events for continuing to believe me and letting me go out here and make a fool of myself. So, if y'all
let's be honest, you would do it anyway.
I would do it anyway. It's true. But as long as you guys keep asking me to do it, I'll be coming to these until I'm dead. I'll double up on your dead buddies, funeral buddies.
Can we all chop a ticket to your funeral?
My girlfriend out in the crowd already said, yes, we are absolutely going to do that. So if that doesn't... But thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you guys at Cider Fest, and I guess I'm contractually obligated to say, anyway, come to TrodCon. So thank you so much, and I'll see you at the next con. I love all of you guys. Thank you.
You know what? I'm going to take just a second and riff off of that. But just out of curiosity, I forgot to ask this at opening.
Look at what they're saying in the thing. Anyway, come to TrodCon.
Who here is a first timer to Whinny City?
Wow.
And now, hands down, how many of you are going to come back?
Yeah!
Now, how many of you first timers is a first timer to any PonyCon of any kind?
Okay.
So,
my partner's
please check out the other cons, like TrodCon. It's easy for me to say also come to Cider Fest, but no, TrodCon, Sequestria Fest,
Everfree Northwest,
NabsCon, HarmonyCon.
Shout out your favorite con.
Ben Hoover, yeah. And
all at once.
The Cowboy, yeah.
Shout out your favorite con.
1, 2, 3.
I heard a lot of Cider Fest. I heard a lot of Cider Fest there.
So, dude, please, if you had a good time here, you'll have a good time at the other cons as well. So please do check out the other cons. They're all fantastic.
Never going to a pony con.
They all have their own personality, their own vibe, and they're all great in their own way. So do check them out for sure. What's that?
The mascot.
The mascots of all the cons are also great as well. So, hi Dan, how was your weekend with your 15 billion pounds?
Well, let me just say this, Charlie, they were all fantastic this weekend. I think we all have about 5 people attending all our panels this weekend, which, okay, I'm lying. We had a amazing turnout this weekend, and this is my second time here at Whinny City, and I can definitely say that this is by far the funnest weekend I've ever experienced in my entire life. So,
I know you've done a lot of conventions, so I'm taking that as a high compliment, so thank you very much. That's really great.
Well, Charlie, you run these conventions so well, and you, Michelle, do so much for this community, and allowing all of us goofy nerds up here to run programming for you all weekend, and I couldn't be more thankful for the incredible opportunity to continue doing this, and like Thos said, I'll continue doing this until I'm dead too, so.
Yeah, buddy.
Take it to your funeral.
Why not?
Great.
So, I just want to say a special thank you to everybody that came out to, okay, I want to ask you, who came out to Tell Your Tale with Taylor & Co.? Okay, all 10 of you. How many of you came out to, how many of you came out to my little match game last night? Okay, all 5 of you. But again, we had an exceptional, fantastic time this weekend. I love doing this, even though my sanity's like completely like out the door at this point, but I really don't care.
Yes.
Is sanity? That's a great question.
But again, thank you everybody for all coming out this weekend to Whinny City and making this event so, unquote, worthwhile. But thank you again to my wonderful panelists for all coming out and enjoying the madness and insanity. I hope to come back to Cider Fest and entertain you all if Charlie will allow me.
Wait, we're at Whinny City though.
And Whinny City too.
Where am I?
I don't know. But thank you again to the wonderful volunteers, the AV staff, and everybody to help make this convention so incredibly wonderful. Thank you all so much for coming out. I look forward to seeing you all hopefully next year, and then hopefully in a few months at Cider Fest.
So,
dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
Pause for dramatic effect.
I'm at a loss for words, mainly because my voice is pretty much gone.
Are you hoarse?
Just shut up. How many of y'all came out to play Buckball, hosted by Cackle's Cousin on Thursday night?
Okay, I'll tell you.
How many of y'all came out to Sports Bronies on Friday right after opening ceremonies? Okay, not even 5 of you. I just want to say thank you to Taylor for putting me on so many panels. My sanity is also very much out the door, as whatever is left of it. Also, I just want to say thank you to Charlie and Michelle for putting on another great Whinny City PonyCon. This is my second time here, just like Taylor. I also just want to say it was a pleasure getting to help out also at the charity auction. Like I'm glad that we actually broke the charity record for this particular convention. It's an absolute amazing feat. And so I just want to say again, thank you to Charlie and Michelle. Thank you to the volunteers, to AV staff, to the Royal Guard, security, like everyone, all of you have been absolutely a blast to be around. and just zapping my sanity to the bare minimum.
What is sanity?
Yes.
Why do you all keep talking about this thing called sanity? Sanity is irrelevant.
I haven't had mine since 1994.
And so I don't want to take any of our time. I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out. I hope to come back next year. And this is an amazing con. Thank you so much, Charlie and Michelle, for putting it on. And how many of you are ready for Cider Fest in a few months? Wait, that's not enough of you. How many of you ready for Cider Fest in a few months? That's what I thought.
Not me.
Thank you. You run it. Thank you so much. This has been Red Card, and I am going to go have some sushi later on. Sushi.
I just want to really quickly echo Red Card sentiment. Thank you to Charlie and Michelle for the convention. Thank you to Whinny City and to Koa for having me. And I don't even know if she's in the room or if she's within earshot, but thank you to Koa for organizing such a fantastic concert this year. Thank you to Amy for making it sound amazing, and for hosting the stream in the first place. Thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a High Ponytown.
High Ponytown.
AV.
Okay, give it up for these and the rest of our community guests and musicians. Thank you so much.
Charlie.
That's enough of that without you.
Bunnies.
You guys have got to stop chanting.
Michelle. Chanting.
Okay, so who here made a new friend this weekend? Did anybody? Yes. That's one of my favorite things about this convention is that I know I say it every year, but you guys have become like family to us, but every year I meet someone new, make a new friend. This year I made a new friend called Sovereign, who's one of the coolest people that I've ever met. So I'm always excited to come here and see new faces and meet new people, and I always hear your stories about how you met new people and how they live with you forever. And so thank you so much for coming and just being the amazing humans that you are, and being our super fabulous con family and making this so easy on us so that everything runs smoothly and Charlie and I can get to bed at a decent hour every night, which is really amazing. We're very well rested, which is rare.
Yeah. We love you, Michelle!
Michelle!
Thank you. We do need to move along here. So, next on the agenda, let's talk about Whinny City.
Next year's Whinny City! So for many of you, this is not news. We posted on social media last year. We did something kind of an awesome thing that I decided to do. That we were able to do was we announced both this year's and next year's Whinny City at the same time. So these dates have already been out in the wild for a while, but just to remind you all, also in case you miss it right next to the Sunday grid in the con book, Whinny City PonyCon will be back June 7th through 9th next year, 2024, right here at the same venue. Who's gonna come? Who's not gonna come?
Me! Are you?
Get out! Oh wait, no, that's Captain. That's fine. What if there's rum? Okay. Yeah, Whinny City is it's a convention that means a lot to us. I know, of course, Cider Fest is like the older sibling of the two, but Whinny City is really important. It just
Charlie!
Why? What?
You're talking about Whinny City, and then you're talking about Cider Fest like it's nothing.
Well, I mean,
you skipped right over it. We have another convention before the next Whinny City, Charlie.
I know. I like Whinny City.
I need to summon my goons. Goons, come up here.
Oh, no. What's happening?
Goons. Hey, Leo. Stand in the light.
Uh-oh.
We got Baylor stand up.
Fizzy's alive.
No, foiled again. It's all
Bing bong.
Mic three. Mic.
Bing
Bing
bong.
bong.
Test.
Bing bong.
Testing. Can we get all 4 of the mics on, please?
Hold it down till the light comes on.
Okay, fine. Yes. That one testing. Yay, we did it! I fixed the thing! I worked very hard to finish the charity auction on time. I will not be the reason that we go over time tonight. Ponyville Cider Fest is a huge project this year. Where are my fanfiction writers at? Who here just likes hearing stories? We have an incredible experience for you at Ponyville Cider Fest this year. But we wanted to give you just a little teaser, a little taste of what you can expect, a little hint of the story. So we are going to got my goons up here, and we're going to tell you a little bit about it. Andy, are you ready? All right, take it away.
They call it the Book of All Stories.
What is this thing?
When the past can be rewritten.
Hey there, where's Fizzy? Have you heard from her?
No, she hasn't been responding. Hope she's still not upset.
The future is uncertain.
I can fix it. I can fix everything.
Busy? Busy, you in there?
This November.
Write the words, and they will become the truth. Those who shape the words shall shape the world.
The future of Ponyville Cider Fest hangs in the balance.
Uh-oh. Busy, what's going on? Are you okay?
Charlie, watch out!
And only you can save Fizzy Glitch.
Oh no!
Hold on!
Coming soon, the largest story collaboration this fandom has ever seen.
And thus, I begin our tale.
And a My Little Pony convention unlike anything you've ever experienced.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria.
Ponyville Cider Fest, an interactive storytelling adventure, November 17th through 19th in Milwaukee.
Big hand for our mascots. Big hand for everybody.
Cider Fest! Cider Fest! Cider Fest! Cider Fest!
All right, thank you so much, everybody. We are so excited. Myself and the rest of the leadership team have been working on this since September of last year. We are doing this big. We want to do it right. If you are a storyteller really of any kind, if you are a fan fiction author, if you are an actor, someone who wants to cosplay and help bring the story to life, if you are an editor, shout out to the editors in the audience. Yeah! Y'all are great. If you're an editor, if you would like to be a part of the biggest storytelling collaboration I think this fandom has ever seen and probably will ever see, connect with us on social media, on Twitter, and especially in our Ponyville Cider Fest Discord. We're putting out, doing another push for the applications. You really don't want to miss this, folks. It is going to be a phenomenal event, and we will see you there.
Thank you, Vivian. I have to say, I've been excited for like the little bits and pieces of information that I've been receiving along this. I got chills just over there with that, so I am super excited. Who's excited for this? So let's give it up for these guys. Thank you so much, all, for helping to hype up this convention so much. Thank you.
I think we're at the end.
I think we are.
Oh my god, and we're early.
I think we've checked all the boxes, except for volunteers, of course. We'll get to that.
Charlie!
We don't have time for that.
We have time for everything.
I don't care how much time we have. We don't have time for that.
Time.
Go ahead.
I'm giving you angry mommy face now. I think that's everything.
Okay, all right, let's focus, people.
Keep using people.
Words.
Keep doing that. They're gonna keep doing that.
Okay, so before we move on to our next to last thing, just remember after this is going to be the picture. So once we're done, if you donated to the flag picture portion of the auction, go ahead and form a line along this wall as best as you can, and then we'll just check you all off. Just to make sure you have your receipt screen up or whatever it is that they give you, and we'll check you all off, and we'll take that picture, and yeah, that'll be great. So, but other than that, the back page of the con book is roughly 95-ish, 98-ish. I forget the exact number because we had a bunch of like last-minute additions, but nearly 100 people that helped put this convention on. These volunteers, the guests of honor pretty much all said to me, like, it is so weird how smooth this convention has been, and I 100% have our amazing team to attribute that compliment to. So to every single volunteer that's on this page, thank you so much. And then I know that there have been additional people that have just like jumped in to help, so thank you to you as well. So yes, if you're a volunteer, if your name is on this page, please join us up here on stage.
Volunteers! 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 Horse! 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 Horse!
Yeah, you can sit. Yeah, that's fine. Bear?
You can sit on here, just be careful. You can't make it up. You could probably have a row of people to the floor in front of that too.
So if any of my other directors are around, just while we're getting everybody up on stage, Coach, why don't you come on over here? And Luck and Finn, if you're around. Hi, Luck.
I think Finn is closer.
Coach is basically the person that's in charge of the AV team, in charge of the Discord moderation team, in charge of the people in charge of this, I guess I should say. But in terms of just like the production of the convention, he is at the person most responsible for the team that makes that all happen. So Coach, you did a dang good job, sir. And you and your team as well, of course. Anything that you would like to say?
Well, first of all, thank you, everyone. There's a reason that this happens, is why we're here and all that fun stuff. But also, thank you to the team, because it really was a team effort. It was all these people, everyone, AB in particular, had some long hours, but came together, and it's a labor of love, absolutely worth it. Thank you all.
Okay. First class. Oh, God.
I get it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I just want to make sure you all know, I mean, like, most people are probably familiar with, but when you do eventually come back to Whinny City next year, we would love to have more kid attendees. So please, if you can think of anybody that you think might enjoy this, absolutely spread the word, because we have a whole kids programming track put on by our Pinkie Pie over here, and yeah, she does a phenomenal job, and yeah, we would love for more kid attendees to come, for sure.
Indoctrinate the children!
Yeah.
Indoctrinate the children.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
So real quick, there's one more person who I want to call out, just because he is a one-man machine in terms of putting together something that I know a lot of people use. Who's used the app this weekend?
Love that app.
So Brandon is local-ish. He's in state, but I know you haven't been able to make it to the last couple conventions. But just hear you say you got here 30 minutes ago. Just 30 minutes. Yeah. So
wow.
Brandon rolled in basically just to say hi for 30 minutes, and 30 minutes ago. But yeah, Brandon, how many hours would you say you put into the app, if you could possibly guess?
Wow, since I started development back in 2017, over 7,000 hours.
Jeez.
Whoa. And for free. No, it's can't thank you enough. And I know that Brandon is working on something really special for the Ciderfest version of the app this year. You know, we're looking to find ways to make sure that people can get all the story content that the writers are going to be writing up, and I believe the app is going to be a really big part of that, correct?
Yes, the app will be the main point of interaction for Ciderfest, and you're developing it from scratch. So any suggestions or any feedback from anyone would be extremely appreciated. I hope I can give you guys the best weekend for Ciderfest this year.
No doubt. I have no doubt. Thank you, Brandon, so much. Thank you. speaking of feedback and ideas, we did spin up a feedback, basically a forum section in our Discord. So if there's anything that you want to suggest to us in terms of running for these future conventions, of course not every suggestion is doable. Bring all the main six. No, we can't do that. But yeah, we'd love to hear any suggestions, just because we're a human, we can't think of everything. So yeah, so I've been vamping while these folks sit here. So
Our ops team makes it.
our ops team finally made it, and hi Finn. So Finn is very far away from me and my microphone, but Finn, go wave, do a wave. Hi Finn. Yeah. Are you coming up? Are you? Yeah. All volunteers, yeah. So we've kind of touched on all the areas, but operations is kind of like the big one that really is like the machine that keeps the con running, which includes registration, the vendor hall, the con store, Royal Guard, the operations department itself. And so thanks to Finn for just running an absolutely amazing operations team. And yeah, making sure that your all weekend runs completely smooth. Okay, so I think about everybody up here I'm gonna get. So cool. From all of us and all of the volunteers up here to all of you, thank you so much one last time for just making this weekend incredible. Make sure to queue up for the photo if you're in on that. But aside from that, with that, I officially conclude Whinny City PonyCon 2023.